Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back with another edition of Maurice Polo Reviews. Today we'll be talking about what is on my mannequin. A very nice cop, I would say. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to talk about my vintage Yosemite vest with the Yosemite hat. If you know anything about me, I'm into vintage Ralph Lauren. And this has been on my grail list for some time now. I think I've been looking for this vest for the past 8 years. Out of 8 years, I think I saw my size maybe twice, and the prices on that was very, very, very expensive. So I chose to just wait. You know, I found a good deal, and I went on ahead and pulled the plug on it. In my last video, I reviewed this. So now I got it on the mannequin. So we'll get into it. Of course, with this particular piece, you can go you can go with varieties of colors. You can go red, you can go orange, you can go green, you can go blue, you know, any other color. But to me, I believe I would do the white Henley. It's somewhere around here. I can't find it, but I just went on ahead and went with the long sleeve Ralph Lauren t-shirt to go up under it, because you want to make this particular vest the centerpiece of your outfit, because it's very vibrant, and you can wear it, you know, during the fall or winter time. And I think I prefer to wear it in the winter time because of the situation outside. It's very gray, rainy outside, so I would want to do that, you know, bring a little bit of brightness to outside or whatever the case may be. So that's why I will go with this. Very dope with the leather up top. You know, the back is very dope also. So turn around for you real quick. You know, it's a very dope vest. That's the main reason why I wanted it, because it's very vibrant. Not everybody has it. It's the Yosemite edition. So this is, I think, the early Yosemite edition that came out. It also has a backpack and a duffel bag to come with it. And I am looking for both of those. I am. That would complete my whole set with the Yosemite edition. You know, that way if I go out, I can rock the backpack, or when I go out of town, I can just put everything in a duffel and rock on. So that's what I got going on with this. So it is that time of year again where Ralph Lauren, the factory stores, are having their big sale, right? So let me just go ahead and tell y'all a secret with Ralph Lauren. You're really not getting a deal. For those, the ones who frequent the Ralph Lauren stores, you know deep down inside you're not getting a deal. Ralph Lauren, you know, they pull their clothes out of places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and I think Ross's, and they're condensing all their stuff to go to the factory stores, which is a smart business move. But what is not a business, to me, it's not necessarily appeasing the customer as we are the customers. Meaning, Ralph Lauren has this trick, right? So they make it seem like you're getting a deal when you're really not, because they go around, they switch all the price tags on all the stuff pre-Black Friday, and they're still getting their money. Now, if you go in the store and you just say you buy a shirt for $85 or something like that, right? They're gonna go mark that same shirt up at least $15, so they're not losing any money. So you're still paying the original price on that particular item, right? But make it seem like you're getting a deal when you're really not. You're not. But that's just, I think everybody's doing it out on the Ralph Lauren, because everybody's all about profit margin. So it is what it is with that. So just be smart whenever you're going out purchasing Ralph Lauren or any other clothing. They mark the prices up to make it seem like you're getting one hell of a deal when you're really not. Now, I think, me personally, if you go in there and you spend, if they're going to knock like 30% off your total purchase of 45% off total purchase, that might be a deal. But you still got to think, am I really getting a deal or I'm not? Something to think about. Me personally, I still shop online. It don't matter. I'm not going to the Dillards and the Macy's and this, that, and the third. Me personally, if I'm already into vintage, I'm going to low teak, LeBron James, Unique out of New York, and it's a few more others that I deal with if I'm in the market for vintage items. You can go on Poshmark, eBay, Depop, Grail, Gem. You can go on all those sites to find better deals if you're looking for something specific. Now, if you're trying to go buy in bulk, go over there to the factory stores. That's just me. If you're looking for the small ponies, the classics, go to the factory stores and give them your money. But anywho, so let's talk about my my cop. And once you see this, you're gonna be like, okay, why did he do that? And then I'll explain why. So my next cop is a double RRL patchwork jacket, more military than anything. Very nice. The quality is definitely there. You can mesh this up with a lot. To me, you can go with a nice flannel up under it. You can do a solid color just because it's patchwork, and you can sort of kind of match your colors with the camo and the other patchwork items that's in this specific jacket. I can see me rocking this with, like I said, a flannel shirt or a dark brown shirt and rocking some chocolate Tims with it. You know what I'm saying? Or some butters. It just depends on whichever your preference is. But me personally, I'd probably go brown because to me, it just completes the outfit. You can rock a green flannel up on there too if you got it. You can do various things with this particular jacket. I have been eyeing it for a while. Matter of fact, I got it from Lotique of Atlanta. I will have his Instagram page up at the end of this video. He and I do business a lot, and A1, good quality, good service. He get your product out to you, whatever the case may be. I mean, whenever you're investing in yourself, especially with clothes, you want to make sure you get the best quality possible when purchasing these high ticket items. Sometimes we be in a rush, especially when we see things you want, but sometimes it's okay to do your research before you actually go out and purchase it, right? So the fragrance I'll use with this is this. It smells good. Gives you like let me smell it again. I would say like an Irish Spring type of smell. I had this in my collection for a while. So I just went and purchased this some more, but not this particular fragrance. But I had this in my fragrance collection for a while. But again, whenever you're putting on your garments or your clothes or whatever the case may be, just don't try to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Classy clean is what, 45 or 40 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at, 40 plus. And it seems like the quarter zips are making some type of big comeback when quarter zips has always been the classic Americana look, preppy look, the quarter zip. If you can rock it with a sweater, you can rock it with an Oxford with a tie, you can rock it with a t-shirt. It's a lot you can do with the quarter zip. And these young men, I'm proud of y'all for the ones out there really getting back into the quarter zips, making a good presentation about yourselves, and it's not all about comfortability, because the thing about it is once you dress to impress, as they say, you're making your first appearance with somebody, meaning people judge you by your first interaction with them. And you want to dress up, not dress all the way up, but look presentable with them. That way they don't judge you off bat. You know what I'm saying? It's all about respecting each other, and they base that off of the way you carry yourself out and about in the world. That's just a little gem for the ones who don't, who wants the gems. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on in the world of Ralph? They got the 30% off on the site. I think it says on a few items. I think they're giving 20% away on the double RL pieces, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't bought anything from Ralph himself in a long time, even though I talk about a lot of his clothes And like again, I'm into vintage. I'm into the vintage items that he has because I know they hold more quality. And double RL and rugby, specifically rugby. I'm still looking for rugby pieces. You know, I don't give up on rugby pieces. That's just my thing. Rugby Kings, Blinds, Rome, Cliff, Fleet, Dunn, the whole crew. You know, shout out to Pink. You know, those are my people. You know, Dex, salute, Ralphman, salute. So you know, it's just good vibes. Bebop, salute. So it's just one of those things that I have good people around me, so we always feed off of each other and, you know, give each other good ideas and, you know, about dressing, the way you carry yourself in life, trials and tribulations. So, yeah. So, with that being said, thank you for coming to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. There's no hate over here. It's all love. You know, we're all equal level. There's nobody above nobody over here, you know, so salute to that. And have a great, safe week. Prepare yourselves for Christmas because it's on the way. And I shall talk to you later. Deuces.